Restoration Church, this is Pastor Ramon. I pray that all is well as we get ready to end this new, this 2022. Once again, God has been good to each and every one of us. And I wanted to make sure that I share some next steps when it comes to enter into the new year. So many times when we start something, sometimes we can start low, or we can start, maybe not fast enough or not aggressive enough. But as believers, one of the worst things that we could do is start without saying, God, I need your help. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be entering the new year, the first week of January, starting midnight. When we say Happy New Year, starting at midnight until noon each day, all the way until next Sunday. So the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th of January, we will be fasting from midnight to noon each day. No food, and no water. Again, those that may have medical conditions, I am asking you to consult with your doctor. We want you to be mindful. But again, for those that are able to, again, this is going to be from midnight to noon, no water, no food. And what we're doing is we're fasting. Why are we fasting? We're fasting for renewing our connection with God. And the new year is so important that we have guidance from God. We need His guidance, God, in the direction that we go. We don't want to just enter in our will. We need guidance. Mark chapter 2, verse 20 talks about the guidance and the renewed connection, rather, with God. Then we need God to empower us and empower our life, because a lot of things we try to do in our own will, in our own strength, and that becomes very exhausted, right? You become tired. And so in Luke chapter 2, verse 37, we can see that again. They empower us to fulfill what God has given us to do. If we're going to do some amazing things in 2023, we're going to need God's strength. And then also we need Him to defeat the enemy. There are some things that the enemy, Satan, the darkness, the kingdom of darkness, we're coming against. And so we need to fast and we need to pray that God's will be done. So we're fasting and praying from midnight to noon. We know on Sunday, we will start it off, right? From midnight to noon, we have a service. After that, we will do what we normally do. On Monday, the men at 8 a.m. will be praying at the church. The men, Kingdom men, will be at the church praying for their families. Tuesday, we have inspirational prayer. Wednesday, we know we have prayer. We're going to be praying and praising this Wednesday. We win Wednesday. The first, we win Wednesday. We're intentionally coming to pray. So we're not just praying for 30 minutes. We're praying and we're praising. And we're going to be reading scriptures this Wednesday, because why? We want God's will to be done as we are renewing our connection with God, as we're asking God to empower our life, as we're looking for God to defeat the enemy in our life. Then Thursday, we will be praying as well. So look for those texts. Friday, we're going to be praying. We're going to come collectively. Look for those texts. We're going to send that out. I believe that we have feeding this Saturday coming up. Of the 7th, we have feeding. And so as that is coming up, after that, we will collectively come together and we will pray, because we want to make sure that we're ending the fast together. Listen, it's going to take being on one accord. It's going to take us being unified. It's going to take us starting the year off right. And how do we start the year off right? By acknowledging, God, we need you. And God, we trust. The Bible is right. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your understanding. In all the ways acknowledge Him, and He'll direct our path. Who's all in? Who's ready to start this year off right? Start it off with a clean slate. That God, listen, I'm wiping the slate clean, and I want you to feel it. All I'm signing is, Yes, Lord, by Ramon Jones. What about you? Are you ready? Let's go, Restoration Church. Where do we go from here, Pastor? We go up and we move forward. God bless you. See you soon.